If you are one of the tens of thousands of people whose drive takes you near one of the 690 ramps at Teal Avenue in Syracuse, you may have seen him. Maybe you looked past him, or maybe you even gave him some money. Tonight, it's an incredible story of personal tragedy, homelessness, and a rebound, the likes of which will have you cheering him on. CBS 5's Dora Scheidel reports.
Every life on the street starts with a story.
You know, everybody has a story, a reason that they're there.
For Kevin Batsford, the story started with addiction.
I didn't care how I looked, I didn't care what people thought, I didn't care about anything. Just getting high was all I cared about, from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep.
Leaving his 3 daughters behind, Kevin chose to sleep outside with his younger brother Mark, also homeless. They would beg for money by the Teal Avenue on-ramp and find a new place to sleep each night.
Most nights we would have been found a place together to sleep, you know. So I don't know why that night I happened to be somewhere else, you know. It was it's devastating, you know.
That night was about a year and a half ago. Kevin's brother started a fire in an abandoned home on Lynch Street to try and keep warm. Firefighters found him unconscious. He died a few days later.
I don't want to die like that, you know.
That tragedy pushed Kevin to start a new chapter. He went to rehab, got clean, and turned his life around with the support of his new friend, John Tomino.
I call him my angel, you know. It's like, I think God sent him to help me, you know. So, like, because when my brother died, he was the one that paid for most of the funeral, the services and stuff. And when I went and got clean, he was there the whole time. He would come see me, and I'd call him.
So we purchased a building in the end of 2013. And
a former chef, Tomino started in my father's kitchen with his wife 4 years ago.
The food for us is the key component, because the food is the initial thing that helps me start the dialogue and get first contact with someone.
Tomino uses his culinary skills as a bridge to reach the people who've chosen to sleep underneath them. And now he's getting help from the perfect sous chef.
It's a powerful example for them.
It's a living testimony. He's a living testimony to them. I could tell you something with words, but when you see it face to face and the proof's right in front of you, they can't argue with the evidence.
How important is it that you give back, that you work with John and speak with people on the streets and to help them come inside?
It keeps me humble, you know, reminding me where I came from. And I'm hoping that these guys, you know, I was close with a lot of these guys, and they see me that I can do it, so maybe it's going to trigger them to know that they can do it.
Kevin took us to the place he called home less than a year ago.
Sometimes I would just sleep right here on the ground, just lay down and go to sleep and start a fire in this can. Try to keep warm in the winter, and this was my life.
Then,
okay, so this is it. This is my place.
To the place he's proud to call home today, thanks in large part to the man who's helped him rebuild his life.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Long way from under the bridge, huh?
Absolutely.
After 10 years on the streets,
And it took me a long time to get here, but I'm here.
Kevin finally got the keys to his own apartment.
What's this like, coming home to this?
It's great. It feels great. You know, this is my place, you know. I don't have to worry about where I'm going to sleep tonight or where my next meal's coming from, you know.
Where you're going to get your heat from?
My heat, you know. Yep. It's a great feeling.
As Kevin soaks up the simple pleasures of a place to call his own, he still thinks about what it was like to feel invisible.
What is it like when people won't even look at you?
You know, it makes you feel like, I don't know, like you're an animal or like a dog or something, like a stray dog or something. A lot of people go by and they'll just look away, like pretend you're not there.
He asks people lucky enough to have a roof over their heads to simply see his friends.
You don't have to give them money or anything, but, you know, at least, you know, recognize that they're there, say something, hi to them.
And to his friends, his message is simple.
You know, you got to put the footwork in, you know, you gotta want it, you know. And I want it, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Hungry enough to never go hungry again. Reporting from Syracuse, I'm Dora Scheidel.
We wish him the best.